Tired of ads barging into your favorite news podcasts? Good news. Ad-free listening on Amazon Music is included with your Prime membership. Just head to amazon.com/ad-free news podcasts to catch up on the latest episodes without the ads. Enjoy thousands of Acast shows ad-free for Prime subscribers. Some shows may have ads.
On today's Smart 7, the Welsh First Minister quits, Hunter Biden speaks his mind and lots more. It's Thursday 14th of December, it's Monkey Day, and happy birthday Vanessa Hudgens.
The Smart 7. It's news, but not the news.
Rishi Sunak has been working his way through an incredibly busy week, from ducking questions about his WhatsApps at the COVID inquiry to managing to squeeze a win from the Tory right on his Rwanda bill. Wednesday saw him facing his last Prime Minister's question time for 2023 on a day that economic data showed the economy shrank by 0.3% in October. Labour leader Sir Keir Starmer was also focused on increasing homelessness rates, pointing out that 140,000 children are expected to be in emergency accommodation over Christmas. However, the Prime Minister appeared to misread the tone, snapping back with an inside joke about the Rwanda vote and the Tory right's 5 families.
Mr. Speaker, Christmas is a time of peace on earth and goodwill to all. Has anyone told the Tory party?
Mr. Speaker, Christmas is also a time for families, and under the Conservatives we do have a record number of them.
Meanwhile, Home Secretary James Cleverly was floating a novel idea to get the next phase of the Rwanda plan through the Commons, even though the government has spent hundreds of millions of pounds and not yet sent a single asylum seeker to Rwanda.
I would like to see the benches opposite support this plan to break these people smuggling gangs. Sadly, what we saw was a wrecking amendment and a commitment from them that even if this were working effectively, they would still scrap it. This is an ideological battle to try and bring down the government.
After a shaky start, somehow the COP28 climate summit managed to get to an agreement that calls on all nations to transition away from fossil fuels. It followed a first draft on Tuesday that was universally rejected as too weak, and despite the urging of over 130 countries, the agreement does not specifically call for a phasing out or phasing down of fossil fuels. It's hardly surprising given that the summit took place in Abu Dhabi and the president is also CEO of the Saudi Arabian state oil company. Sultan Al Jaber was quick to gavel through the agreement and praised those attending for their efforts.
You did step up, you showed flexibility, and you put common interest ahead of self-interest.
There were complaints that the text contains a litany of loopholes and that it doesn't go far enough to limit emissions as the planet sees the hottest year on record. The Samoa and Pacific climate warriors activist Brianna Fruin had harsh words on the deal.
They have given us flowers that will go on our graves. So how will you ask us to celebrate small wins, small incremental victories, when we know those will just lie on the graves because we are not going to meet that 1.5 target?
In the US, Republicans have been hell-bent on impeaching President Joe Biden, partly in revenge for the 2 impeachments suffered by former President Trump. The main problem is that despite years of investigating, they've still not managed to find a single solid charge to impeach him on. Regardless, they voted on Wednesday evening to proceed with a full impeachment inquiry. They've already spent a huge amount of time focused on Biden's troubled son Hunter, who was indicted on tax and gun charges late last week. His connections to Ukraine and China and his now infamous laptop have provided plenty of lurid headlines for Fox News, but no actual evidence of any crime involving his father, the president. The House Oversight Committee had summoned Hunter to a closed-door hearing on Wednesday, fearing that Democrats would expose their lack of evidence in a public hearing. Instead, Hunter turned up on Capitol Hill and got a few things off his chest.
For 6 years, MAGA Republicans have impugned my character, they have ridiculed my struggle with addiction, and they have tried to dehumanize me, all to embarrass and damage my father, who has devoted his entire public life to service.
Welsh First Minister Mark Drakeford announced his resignation on Wednesday in a move that surprised many. At 69 years of age, he had planned to step down in 2024, but the timing of the announcement was unexpected, and he says that he hopes there'll be a new leader in place by Easter. His popularity has waned since his deft handling of the COVID pandemic, with the recent move to introduce 20-mile-per-hour speed limits proving controversial. Both Rishi Sunak and Labour leader Sir Keir Starmer paid tribute to Mr Drakeford, who has pledged to stay on while the Welsh COVID inquiries take place in February and March.
When I stood for the leadership, I said that I would aim to serve for 5 years. And exactly 5 years have passed. Now nominations for my successor as Welsh Labour leader will open shortly, and I'm confident that the process can be concluded by the end of the spring term.
Still to come on today's Smart 7 Champions League drama, and Hugh Grant hates Christmas. Right after this.
Tired of ads barging into your favorite news podcasts? Good news. Ad-free listening on Amazon Music is included with your Prime membership. Just head to amazon.com/ad-free news podcasts to catch up on the latest episodes without the ads. Enjoy thousands of Acast shows ad-free for Prime subscribers. Some shows may have ads.
Welcome back.
Wednesday night saw the final games of the group stages of the Champions League wrap up. Man City, already top of their group, travelled to Serbia to take on Red Star Belgrade, with a young team doing Pep proud as they got a 3-2 away win to give City 6 wins from 6. Newcastle faced AC Milan and needed a win and a favour from Borussia Dortmund if they were to make it through, but it wasn't to be. They lost 2-1 and ended up crashing out of Europe to the disappointment of manager Eddie Howe.
I don't think I could ask any more of the players: commitment, effort, physical exertion. Fortunately for us, it wasn't to be today. I thought there were some really good bits in our performance. I thought we were dominant at times. We probably needed the second goal. Didn't defend the 2 goals well.
Hugh Grant is busy promoting the new Charlie and the Chocolate Factory prequel, Wonka. He plays an Oompa Loompa in the movie, in something of a departure from his usual characters, but it sounds like he might also be secretly auditioning for the role of the Grinch. He popped up with Jimmy Fallon and really got some Christmas hatred off his chest. I guess he really was acting in love, actually.
Christmas has always given me the creeps, really. The whole Santa Claus thing, what's that? It's terrifying, the idea of some old pervert coming down the chimney into a kid's room.
No, that's not...
I used to beg my dad to lend me his shotgun so I could shoot the bastard.
The death was announced early on Wednesday morning of actor Andre Braugher at just 61 years of age. He was a 2-time Emmy winner, probably best known for his long-running and Emmy-nominated role as Captain Holt in comedy series Brooklyn Nine-Nine. He had a varied career, winning his first Emmy for his role in Homicide: Life on the Street, where he met his wife, who also starred in the show. Tributes flooded in from fellow cast members, including Terry Crews and The Wire creator David Simon. Social media was full of clips in tribute to him on Wednesday, celebrating his iconic Captain Holt character. Rest in peace, Andre.
And now it's time to send in our cute little secret weapon.
I'm ready, Captain. I love the nickname.
No, Charles, not you. I was talking about Cheddar.
Oh, right, obviously.
Over the past month, I've had him trained to retrieve plaques. And now, boy, it's time to make Daddy proud.
Yes, sir.
I could not have been more clearly talking to the dog.
You've been listening to the Smart 7. We'll be back tomorrow at 7 a.m. Hit that follow button and have a great day. Give us 7 minutes, we'll give you the world.
Tired of ads barging into your favorite news podcasts? Good news. Ad-free listening on Amazon Music is included with your Prime membership. Just head to amazon.com/ad-free news podcasts to catch up on the latest episodes without the ads. Enjoy thousands of Acast shows ad-free for Prime subscribers. Some shows may have ads.